So how I fixed my sleep with diet. Before we get into the video, if you're struggling with weight loss, click the link in the description and I will personally help you achieve that goal of losing that body fat. Also press the subscribe button right now and hit the like button. So straight to the point, how I fixed my sleep schedule with diet. Essentially, I used to weigh 205 pounds. I lost 25 pounds going down to 180. And I did that by changing my diet. I did the keto diet and I combined that with intermittent fasting and prolonged fasting. Prolonged fasting by fasting for multiple days or a whole day or 2 whole days or whatever. And that's how I lost weight. But during that's when I noticed that my sleep became so much better. My sleep quality and my sleep regimen essentially started fixing itself, and I believe it's due to the fact I was doing intermittent fasting and fasting, because it wasn't until I started doing the intermittent fasting and prolonged fasting where I noticed that if I tried to wake up super early, I would actually wake up. I would wake up, turn off my alarm, and get out of bed because I was in a fasting state and because I was hungry. I felt very hungry as soon as I woke up, so that helped me be really awake. Whereas my other attempts to fix my sleep schedule, and this was before I lost the weight, I would fall asleep really late, and then I tried fixing it by waking up really early, and then I'd wake up, I'd turn off my alarm and go back to bed, and that put me in an endless cycle of having this horrible sleep where I keep falling asleep late because I can't wake up early, but because I keep falling asleep late. So that's what I mean, that fasting and intermittent fasting could help you fix your sleep if you're struggling with fixing your sleep. Now, I never really struggled with waking up in the middle of the night or insomnia. I had okay quality sleep. It's just that I would sleep late and wake up early. So when it came to going to school or going to work early, it was really challenging to get up in time and go to where I needed to go. But other than that, I never had experience with any waking up in the middle of the night and insomnia and whatnot. But if you are struggling with that, I believe that fixing your diet, it could help with that. And it's the same with how I had trouble fixing my sleep. As soon as I fixed my diet, that's when my sleep got better. And not just fasting, because when I did keto, I started eating healthier foods. I stopped eating the foods that got me to be 205 pounds, which was junk food and carbs, unhealthy carbs. So if you're eating junk food and you're expecting or wondering why you're waking up in the middle of the night or why you can't sleep properly, it's because of that. You're eating this garbage processed foods that you're not supposed to be eating, and you're supposed to be eating healthier foods and whole foods, because doing that in and of itself will just restore your natural way of living if you're eating the foods that you're supposed to be eating, not the processed garbage that's available nowadays. So that's my point. Yeah. Dieting and fasting really helped me fix my sleep schedule. It helped me wake up early, thus helped me fall asleep earlier, and helped me be consistent with that, because during my many failed attempts, I would try to wake up early, fall back asleep, wake up later in the day, and then I fall asleep late at night, and it was an endless cycle, never ending cycle. I remember attempts where I would schedule an Uber Eats meal to come to my door for them to drop it off at like 4 or 5, and then I would schedule it, let's say at 4, and then I will put my phone alarm at 4. So then I wake up and I see the food is delivered, and then I would go get it and I would eat it in order to help me stay awake. It worked for the first couple of times, but eventually I started adapting to that, and it got to the point where I would pre-order the food, go to sleep, wake up, get the food, bring it back to my bed, eat it while I'm in bed, and then just fall back asleep in my bed. Even though I would order whatever crappy food I ordered with a coffee, that wasn't enough to keep me awake. So it was all these failed attempts, and it even impacted my attempts at being healthier physically, because there's another time where I wanted to start being really productive in the morning, or and do something healthy and be productive. So there, I told myself one time where I'm going to wake up super early at like 4 or 5 a.m. and I'm going to go for a run in my neighborhood. I'm going to go for a run, and then when I come back home, I'm going to be really productive for the whole day and just work on my business. So I did that. I managed to wake up at whatever time I set. Maybe it was 5. I went for the run. I gassed myself out because my cardio was so horrible. And then I went back home and I fell right back asleep. And I didn't wake up until like 1 p.m. So I wasted all those hours for nothing because I failed. Now, mind you, it would have been some sort of progress if I'd repeated that the next day or whatever. But that was all in vain because I never attempted that again until I started changing my diet and started making more healthier choices. But back then, that was like the only time where I made any attempt to do something like that in the morning. So that's what I mean with the sleep. If that's what you're struggling with and you can't do things because of your sleep, this is a good thing that will help you, I believe, because it helped me, and this is all through personal experience. Now, another thing specifically with fasting and changing your diet that also helps with other bad habits that you're doing, or habits in general, because when I lost the weight or whatever, and when I was doing fasting, not only did my sleep get better, but I noticed that I was spending a lot less time on my phone. I was getting distracted way less. I found it easier to be focused on things like reading books and working on whatever stuff I needed to work on. And yeah, it just helps you control your urges and helps you do the things that you don't want to do that are hard, like hard work and stuff. And essentially it helps with your discipline and willpower. And that's something that really helped me lose my weight too, because it takes a lot of willpower and discipline to lose 25 pounds just with your diet. So implementing that kind of lifestyle really helped. So if even with that, if you're someone struggling with having the motivation to do things and you're not disciplined or you have no willpower, try fasting for a whole day, or intermittent fasting, and change up your diet. Stop eating garbage. But yeah, that's pretty much what I need to say for this video. If you want to fix your sleep, stop eating garbage and try fasting, or at least try fasting right before bed and then in the morning, so that when you're groggy and you're waking up, it's a lot easier to wake up and stay awake so that you can fall asleep earlier that following night. But yeah, if you made it this far in the video, I thank you for watching. Again, if you're someone who's struggling with weight loss, click the link in the description and I will personally help you achieve your goal. Hit that subscribe button and like the video.